Well, hello again. This is the daily word problem for Monday, March 23rd, and I am assuming that if you're watching this, you've already done this in your notebook. Okay, remember we're going to show all the work in your notebook, write your answer statement in your notebook, and then now you're looking it over with me before you submit it in the Google Classroom. Okay, there's a place for you to put an answer statement in the Google Classroom. You do not have to write down the question. Okay, you're just going to show your work, write daily word problem March 23rd. Remember I showed you how to write it out March 19th word problem. That was first one. You just showed your work. So if you had room here, you could do this. I'm just showing you the word problem here on mine so that I have it to refer to, okay? But if you had room, again, if you had room where you had your March 19th, you can show your work underneath. That's fine, or on the back, all right? So again, I'm assuming that you've already done this problem. Now you're looking it over with me to make sure that you answered it correctly. So Lauren and Kelly are sisters. They want to buy a trampoline for their house. A really nice trampoline costs $436. If Lauren has $124 saved and Kelly has $210 saved, how much more money do they need to buy the trampoline? So the question they're asking is, how much more money do they need? Now, they're giving us some information. We can make a bar diagram here. So here's what they're telling us, that the cost of a really nice trampoline, so I guess they want a really nice one. They don't want to get a used one or an old one. They want a really nice one. So that costs $436. Well, Lauren saved $124, and Kelly has $210. And they need to know how much more. We could make M for more, or X, or any letter to represent how much more they needed in order to be able to buy this. The cost is $436. So the equation for this is $124 plus $210 plus whatever that missing amount is equals $436. So how are we going to solve this? Well, we first got to figure out how much together they already have. Okay? So we're first going to add up those two. And really we should be using the place value method. Okay? So that's helping us to work towards what we're going to be doing in 4th grade. So the place value method, remember again, is we put the hundreds, the value 100, plus 20, plus 4, and this is 200, plus 10, nothing in the ones place. Okay? So it's like thinking of that hundreds, tens, ones, right? But now we're just going a step further. 4 plus 0 is 4. That'd be like if you had 4 dots. 20 plus 10 is 30. That would be like if you had 3 tens. 100 and 200 is 300. That would be like if you had 1, 2, 3. 300, 3 in the hundreds, 34, $334. Now this is where some of you might have stopped. Is that the answer to the question? No, that's telling you what they've already saved, but they need 436. So we need to find the difference between 436 and 334. I do like those open number lines. and I'll explain them again to you. Okay, so what you do with an open number line to find the difference between these two numbers is you can first start with the hundreds place and think, can I add any hundreds to get as close to 436 without going over? Well, if I add 100, if I just think of this as being one more, if I add 100, that makes 434. You see that? I did the hundreds first. Now the difference between 434 and 436 is 2. So altogether, the difference between 436 and 334 is 102. So my answer statement is, again, the question was, how much more money do they need? They need $102 more. So hopefully that's what you got for your answer. If not, make sure you fix your work, because remember, when we go back to school, I will collect your notebooks and give you a grade for the work. You don't need to take pictures of it, okay? But when we come back to school, I'll be looking and getting a grade from the work that you have, all right? So this would be what you would put into Google Classroom. They need $102 more.